Hey, um, what I was working on today is like a cleanup of everything. I came to the point where I can say I understand the main features of XState. I implemented them for our first state machine, sub-state machine. So I now did a thorough cleanup, a nice renaming, and I also cleaned up the logs so that then we can continue with other state machines. So the logs are here. So currently we're just logging tiny little bit, just parent logs. So if I run now the whole thing, this is all the logs that we are getting. We're basically initializing the state machine. It's receiving a hosting setup and it's spawning a new sub state machine, which goes through these states and it reports on successful finish. And then it actually just exits or it's done with this state machine or this actor, as they call it here. So this is it. If I now copy the whole state machine of the attest hosting setup into the visualizer, I also renamed it. So every state is now more clear. So first state is connecting. After it's successfully finished, it goes into syncing. After that, into verifying data. After that, it's reporting to the chain. And after that, all the peers disconnect and it goes into the final state, which then closes or shuts down the invoked state machine or actor. So inside of each state, for example, connecting state, I still invoke services which are defined on the bottom. And these services are, this is the same code. Here it's more readable. These services are currently just placeholders, just empty promises, but soon they will actually get the real code in, which already exists in our first prototype. So tomorrow what I plan to do is to do the same for other state machines. So I have all of these state machines, but I think that it's gonna be way easier now because this took quite some time because I needed to learn the whole XState. And yes, they do have some examples here, but every example is a little bit different and sometimes they're like very basic and then you have to figure out how to plug all these things together. It's a very nice documentation, but yeah, it took some time to figure all things out. So yeah, I'm quite excited to continue tomorrow and hopefully I'm looking forward to the day when I have all this basic structure set up, which now seems closer. And then I can start actually moving the code in and then connecting it to the simulation of the chain. And then in the last step, with the real chain, with the substrate. So yeah, pretty exciting. Yeah, I'll continue tomorrow and see you then.